has been horrific for Dirk. Remember, he's just 22 years old. Beautiful pass, Stockton, and Utah looks extremely sharp, focused, and disciplined. Karl Malone telling us that this game extremely critical, but will not be won in the first quarter.
During the regular season.
Well, who's going to get a rebound for Dallas? Karl Malone out again.
And Malone inside for an easy two. And then he gives a little bump to Bradley right on the floor.
That's not Karl Malone's bump. That's Shawn Bradley's bump. Karl Malone finished. Been far too much whining, not only in this series, but throughout the playoffs. The crowd got on him up there in Utah, took him totally out of his game. He's found a safe haven here in Dallas.
Stockton puts it in. John Stockton, who was at a terrific first two games of this series, gives the Jazz a 2-point lead. Bradley goes down hard as he tried to deny Marshall. Malone strong, and Bradley with a hard foul, and Malone gets hit in the face, a flagrant foul.
There's no place whatsoever. Jerry Sloan up off the bench. Don Nelson does the world of basketball a favor by taking Shawn Bradley out of the game. And with a team that has gotten nothing out of its bench, in fact, Don Nelson telling us that he doesn't even have a bench at this point, he's costing his team Shawn Bradley. And they're playing an inside-out game. They have found it after struggling down the stretch in the regular season.
Karl Malone hits another. Malone now 4 of 5 from the field. He's got 9 points already. Jazz back up by 5.
Basketball sense. Find them for possession of that ball. Find them for position on the court. Beautiful back cut.
This time it's Malone to Stockton, who gets it easy too.
And Nowitzki seems to have lost his rhythm, his groove.
Nowitzki had 16 points in the first half, has yet to score in the first quarter. I say yet to score in the second as Malone knocks down another, and he's in double figures with 11. Shot clock turned off. Final possession of the first half.
Jazz are getting pushed under their own defensive backboard.
Malone hits the three at the buzzer. Karl Malone from downtown. And he hears the boos as he walks off the floor. 14 points for Karl Malone. Nash now with 12 points.
And has now moved ahead of John Stockton in that critically important battle of the point guards.
And Malone answers back. 16 now for Karl Malone. Malone having a terrific all-around game. He also has 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Here's Bryant. Malone gets right by him very easily. Ryan has a word for Nowitzki as to where's the help.
But Malone swings through.
Crowd has settled in a bit. Again, this is the first home playoff game in 11 years for these Mavericks as Malone now with 20 points and the lead cut to 5. Talk about a high percentage shot. Finley's first foul. Malone deep in the paint again. When he gets it down that far in the post, forget it.
But this is where the Jazz are at their best.
Malone now 22 points and 9 rebounds.
But unless John Stockton can take advantage of Steve Nash's absence, it's going to be very difficult.
Malone, count it.
And one.
And a foul. Karl Malone. Oh, wait a minute. They're going to say before the shot. Malone is infuriated.
What? They got to count this basket. They're going to count it, yeah. No.
No, they say before. Of course, Dallas loses, they go home.
Remember we were talking to Karl yesterday about his free throw shooting and how much he's improved, and he said he's never been called for the violation of taking too much time. In the old days up in Seattle when the fans would count him down. There was questions about his foot speed and foot quickness early on, but he certainly answered all those this afternoon.
He's got 33. Manning answers back with a 3. Hard to believe in his Hall of Fame career. It's his first career triple-double. But prior to today, his career high in rebounds was 9. Of course, he's the all-time assist leader, all-time steals leader, and maybe the best pure point guard to ever play the game. Well, this is a long discussion to get into at this point with Karl Malone ready to take 2 big free throws.
Well, when you make a statement like that, we just can't have you go out over the edge.
Can't you just say okay? Earlier this season.
Never forget that Wilt missed more than 5,000 free throws. But it's very easy to say that John Stockton is among the best point guards. You can just, as soon as he makes his lunge, created the opportunity.
So Malone, very big free throws right here once again. Knocks down the first. His rookie year, Karl Malone shot 48% from the free throw line. 28 points, 13 boards, 6 assists for Karl Malone.
And here's a guy who doesn't too many fakes.
Here come the Jazz with a chance to take the lead. Stockton gets inside, puts it in, and the Jazz have their first lead since the first quarter.
As Brian Russell and Karl Malone.
Stockton, the three won't go. Rebound, Nash. And the Mavericks hold on and win. Dallas lives to play game 4 here on Tuesday.